Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you have a fantastic day. Today, we're playing more of Slay the Princess. Alright, let's go. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Yes. One
I
more.
will be here,
One more.
waiting for you.
That scared me. Alright, a loving vessel. Bring the damsel to her. The hero in the...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can someone else do this? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? You're a monarchist. Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
They all seem
If
bad.
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
You are just a, Have you considered then maybe I'm okay with the word ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Forget this. I'm not doing this. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me. So I can't turn back. Do I get some sort of word?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Alright, can you tell me what my prize is going to be?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
He's lying.
But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
He's lying. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Forget it, I'm not can someone. Alright, let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Pretty loud outside today. It's very windy.
Before you go any further, she will lie
and
she will
manipulate
cheat,
you.
She will do everything
Blah,
in her
blah,
power
blah, blah.
to stop you from...
Alright, let's see to the... Now, what am I gonna do?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Uh-huh. Alright, we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't know what path we're going to take. This one.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah. You called me. I'm here to slay me. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
I'm just trying to do things I didn't do.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No, I've done that before, so... What if she isn't buffing? What if she kills us? I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine. Then I guess we're at an impasse. Alright,
I guess
stubborn.
we are.
Stubborn. Yes. We're gonna be stubborn.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
No, no.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Ah, the voice of the hero's back. Are you sure you don't want to talk?
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back.
Alright, here we go.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yes.
You'll
Yes.
have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
Wait, no. I don't want to.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
I think I've done this one.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, the relationship thing. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Okay. I'm gonna
Her
go
sharp
get the
eyes
knife.
settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is.
Okay, yeah. Pretty awkward. A relationship? I'm here because... What's your name? How long have you been? Do you know why I'm here? Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of...
Okay, I'm going to go check upstairs, and if there isn't a key, you haven't besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the...
Okay.
Someone else here?
No, we've done this
You
one
make your way
before.
back. Easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down. The knife. Pick it up and...
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment.
See, I think...
Into her flesh. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a... Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, so,
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
I'm going to
As the
slay her.
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Alright, so... warn her first.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
She is a completely different person right
I'll
now.
make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
I thought this would be the same as the last one, but apparently not.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Alright, the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
In the basement, in
You're
the...
here to slay her.
We got it.
A
I'm getting...
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first...
No,
Don't
it's
forget
not.
what he did to us the last time around.
Skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
I
There's
know.
got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm
Right.
inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Right.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Alright. This is more than... let's proceed to the cabin. Let's go.
A warning.
Yeah.
She will lie.
Uh-huh.
Yes, don't believe a word
Yes,
she
yes.
says.
Blah, blah, blah.
Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin. I wonder what it looks like inside.
The interior of the
Okay.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Yeah. Alright, into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here,
You
slaying
would
her
do
would
a
probably be doing her a
blah, blah,
favour.
blah.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
She should. She usually does.
You walk
Oh,
down the stairs
my
and
gosh.
lock eyes with the princess.
Why so
She
many
looks up at you,
chains?
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you
No.
noticed the empty chain on the wall?
Yeah.
Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you are
You do as
told
she
to sit.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm going to get you out of here. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how?
Exactly.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A
Okay.
contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you
Yeah,
being
yeah,
here means that
yeah.
things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay. My headphones keep wanting to fall. Hold on. They're way too big for my head. If you haven't noticed.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be
Okay.
pretty upsetting, wouldn't it?
Wow.
To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Thank you,
The
skeptic.
more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No. No.
I won't.
Thank you.
Fine. But
Thank
won't get
you.
another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died? That other chain on the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here. There's so many. Like, I could leave her here, and I bet it's it would cause something else to happen. But the other chain on the wall.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I'm good.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Shut up. Inspector Shackle. You were asking about my intention. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave. No. What do you mean?
Yes. Your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Okay.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
But your head.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
It's not. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in the shackle too? Yeah, let's do that.
No.
It is pouring
If I
down
trust you to
rain
come any
outside.
closer with that knife.
Wow.
All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident.
Okay, so
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know.
we should
Just
give her
spelling
the
out our options,
knife.
listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
But I don't want to kill the princess, so I should hand her the knife so she kills herself,
That
maybe?
doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Alright, I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me? I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot and you killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Oh, Rory, tried to take over your body.
Okay.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Nope.
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh no.
No.
You close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin.
Okay, narrator,
the
stop
mulching
it.
of severed veins. The grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that. This is worse than watching.
Yeah, shut up.
But our eyes are still closed.
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can
Yeah.
we just get out of here now?
Oh.
Please. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial.
Yes.
She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof. You don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
She saved the world.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
Yes.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us. So can we leave already?
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
I guess we gotta leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Talking heads. Oh.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. But it's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Oh.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
I gave her just a head instead of a body. But you do not get the chance to respond. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
It's okay, hero. You're fine. It's going to be
It
okay.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
It's okay, Skeptic. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Alright, let's do this. This is the last time, I think. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always takes them away. But you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you
think
me?
You know what I am.
Narrator! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. And then another crack forms, and another. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you again. Good to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
You're a crow with teeth. Ow. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or I stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece. Alright. Are you something like
I'm
me?
nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I have so many questions. Does it hurt?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the...
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Yeah, after everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when
It
pieces?
doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
I have so many questions. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Are you part of me? I already asked, so you don't know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as a possibility.
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
After everything, I have so many questions for you. If you made me,
You're
then...
the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Every time I ask something... Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved.
So he witnessed the princess...
I needed to do something. So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. a god? I always knew I was special. I have so many questions. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? He already answered that. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die.
I died multiple
So you
times.
cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shadows, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Wow.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
My gosh.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Alright, I missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now? I'm no longer quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two,
We
he
were.
gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors?
Could you
to
imagine
liberation?
if we, like, a world without death? It just seemed like there'd be so chaotic. There'd be no, consequences to your actions. No meaning to life, really. There's so many stories you've left unfinished. Can we really leave? Do you have to say in all of this? Why is it for me? Let's talk this through. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point? And there has to be another way. This can... I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave or where to go. Alright, so... There are so many stories we've left unfinished.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Do you have to say... Do you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But
Uh-oh.
violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Okay, lady.
To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason
Oh my lord.
than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
The path is just a metaphor. I want to protect him. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always... I won't engage with this. I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same.
Right.
Your left heart drives a stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. No. That feeling never left.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Okay. I'm ready. I want to leave with you. I won't leave with you. Not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Uh-oh.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Ooh. If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We would self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave me struggle meaning. Yeah.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Oh gosh.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that is what it takes to rid the world of death, I could bear the solitude. I won't engage in. I got it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. Thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I'm aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift.
As the clasp between you begin to shake, You were rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Alright. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Oh, that's not bad. No, I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? Okay, but how do we leave?
Nothing
True.
brings me greater joy
We-
than to hear
we
those
carve
words.
meaning.
The final piece lies with you.
I free myself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stores from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scare, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Alright. So, from what I'm gathering, somebody split death into two and made it so I can destroy her. But a world without death sounds terrible to me, because imagine like people live because they will die one day. Life has meaning, so they try to achieve greatness while they're alive. If they just live for the heck of it, I don't know. I think this was a good choice. I really do. You and her, she stepped forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Oh, I like that achievement. What an interesting game. Now, I bet there's just thousands of endings to this game, because I looked at the achievements and they're like 98 plus achievements that you can get for this game. I am very, very impressed with this game. This is amazing. Good job. I loved it. It's a game that I will probably go back on my free time just to see all the endings. But yeah, wow. That was amazing. Good job. Special thing. Alright, our song finished the game. And I got the good ending, doesn't count. So that wasn't the good ending? Oh, I don't know. In my opinion, it was. We'll just say that. Wait. Play our game. I like that. Alright, so that was the ending of Slay the Princess. Really amazing game. I recommend you guys play it because there's so many different endings, so many different achievements. really awesome. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you're new, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Thank you all so much for watching. You have a good day or night. Bye-bye.